have the RALS people that choose to go on a respirator for it to breathe with them, and a stomach feeding tube when they can't swallow. And those people can live possibly 10 more years with that type of help. I have chosen just not to go that route. Once I get paralyzed and can't move my limbs, and I'm not going to take a stomach feeding tube or a respirator, then I really wish that I could probably go on and figure out how to die at that time.
What are your options?
Well, I'm not suicidal prone, and I wanted to live as long as I could, but I would like to have it legal to have physician-assisted hastened death, to where I would either take an injection or if I could swallow it all at that time, just go ahead and take some kind of deal that would put me to sleep. And I would like to have my family there and my friends.
If you could do what's best for you, what would you do?
Maybe a month ago, I could have committed suicide with some drugs that veterinarians probably have. I probably have lost that ability. You don't realize how much you're going to lose, in a month. I probably lost that ability. Can I have some water, please?
So if you could, you'd have some doctor come and quietly give you enough morphine to help you die.
Once I get to that stage, yeah, that was what I'd want.
Well, what stage is it where you say to yourself, no more?
When I'm totally paralyzed up to the neck, can't swallow, at that stage.
What can you do? What could you do?
I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
What would be a good death?
A painless death where you just go to sleep.
And you've done that as a veterinarian for your animals, haven't you?
Many times.
He made the choice that if there was any way that I guess he could have assisted suicide, that's the way he would prefer to go. And he went to a lawyer and he drew up legal papers not to go on the respirator and not to go on the feeding tube. So that's out of my hands and out of the family's hands. But I could not myself give him a lethal dose of anything.
The Witchers have 2 grown children. Their son Jay lives nearby with his wife Pam and 3 kids.
Come on.
They're struggling to accept their father's desire to hasten his death.
It's getting to a point where he's just going to be able to lay in bed, and that's basically it. And you can't expect anybody in that situation to have to choose between, taking a non-painful way out or having to suffer by refusing life support.
You might take a flying leap. Hey, what do you say for Opa? That's the mic.
I would want him to have another choice, but my belief system does not allow me to believe that the other choice is right.
Opa, yes, Opa.
That's Opa.
In our community, it's not an issue that I think has been discussed, physician-assisted suicide. It's just not something that's considered or discussed here.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Let me help you down.
All right.
Okay.
With my dad, I understand and I know what's going on, but I'm not in his shoes, so I'm not dealing with those emotions that he's having to deal with. I'm dealing with my emotions that this is my dad, he's fixing to die, and I want him to be happy and satisfied with whatever he's doing. But as far as talking in the community, nobody talks about it.
You say Opa?
Hey.
Although Jay and his family are close by, Susie has been reluctant to ask them for help in caring for Jim.
Pam, Jay's wife, teaches school. She's got a 1-year-old, and a little boy that's fixing to be 8 years old, and a 15-year-old daughter, and that totally keeps her busy. In fact, I don't know how she handles it. And Jay, of course, we said had yes. Jay has 2 full-time jobs, and what we hate to do is take away from whatever little family time that they can manage to get together. And maybe this summer when Pam's not teaching school, there'll be a little more time available, but right now it's just really an imposition to them.
When I reach the point where I can't swallow, or even where I can't move my arms and do anything, do my computer or anything like that, or come out and look at my horses.
Come here.
What I'd really like is just figure out how to go and get it over with, because this is a terrible ordeal for me. It's been going on for the 2.5 years, and it's an even more terrible ordeal for my family. And I just need it. I just need to go ahead and finish it.